What is going on, guys? Aaron with Lansing Lawn Service. Today I am doing my 2,000 hour review. That's right, 2,000 hour review on my TORO Multiforce. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, I spent years of my life in the retail and medical fields, and I got sick and tired of working nights and weekends and just wasting my life away. So I started my lawn care business, and this channel is all about helping you as a solo lawn care business owner become more profitable and efficient so that you have more time and money for family, free time, and fun. All right, guys, here she is, the TORO Multiforce. Now, I do have to say, I bought this machine back in 2016. It did not come with any hydraulics, nothing like that, so I don't have any attachments. But as you can see, it is a Multiforce. I just don't have the hydraulics or any attachments. I just use it for mowing, basically use it like a grandstand. I bought it from my dealer, Midwest Power Equipment, over in Okemos, Michigan, and they had brought this in as a demo unit back in 2016 when these first came out, and they wanted to get rid of it. So I bought it for a song. I bought it for like $9,000, which back then was expensive to me as a young business owner. But if you look at the price of the Multiforce today, the Multiforce today is $14,000. So I got a really good deal on this machine. So let's take a look at it. Let's show you the hours just for some accountability here. All right, so as you can see, 2,026 hours. And this machine has served me very well. At one point, I thought I was going to get rid of it because it had like 1,400 to 1,600 hours on it. And I was like, well, it's starting to get a little old. Maybe I should get a new one. So I bought a Gravely Pro stance. And long story short, I hated the Gravely Pro stance. It just was not a good mower for me. Down south, people love them. Up in the north, pretty much everybody does not like them. So this has been a really great machine for me. It's been wonderful. It cuts great. It does everything I want it to do. One thing that I did have to get replaced just recently was the tensioner arm and pulley. That was seized, and they have since made a new thing, and a new tensioner arm and pulley, and that works great. Cuts way better. As you guys can see, my mower isn't clean. I use this every single day. I mean, Monday through Friday usually, sometimes Saturday. But it gets used every single day, and this thing is a workhorse. Let me tell you, it really is. I love the fact that you can, if you hit something with these and damage them, you can take them off. I don't know why they haven't just gotten rid of the regular grandstand. I guess it's because it's a little cheaper. You don't have all this expensive stuff on it. But I mean, this thing is built so well. I don't know why anyone would go with a regular grandstand today other than to save money, which I can totally understand. I'm all about saving money. But, I mean, this thing, I can go up a steep hill if I'm going up it like this, and it just climbs without a problem. It's very heavy in the front, so it's very sticky on hills. It's really great. I love it. I love it. The only thing that I've really had an issue with, and it was my fault, it really wasn't the manufacturer's fault, is that one of my, what do you call the thing that the blade sits on? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long day. It's 95 degrees out here, guys. But anyway, I had to replace that. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember it right now. But yeah, that's the only thing I've really had to replace. Of course, belts, things like that. I did put new tires on. What I did is I actually went online on eBay, and I don't have like a tire change kit, so I can just keep the rim. So I just bought the rim and the tire. It was like $275, all included. no work, just take the old ones off, throw the new ones on. So that's what I did. It worked really well, and I needed new tires, so these should last another couple of years at least. The mower actually probably won't last that long. I'll probably get rid of it and get a new one, because it does have 2,000 hours on it, and you know, it's getting older. But I do plan to run this thing as long as I possibly can, and then maybe keep it as a backup or something like that. The engine runs really well. The only issue that I have with the engine is that the oil, it does burn oil. And I actually talked to my dealer about that, and he said they burn oil from the factory. So you got to check it every day. And I wasn't doing that, so it was pretty low. The last time I got it in to get that tensioner pulley and arm put back on. So they changed the oil for me and things like that. But other than that, it is a really well running machine. It is sturdy. It's great. Changing the hydro fluid is a pain in the butt, but it's pretty much a pain in the butt on all machines. Now, what I will say is I really wish that I could get this machine with the oil guard system. That would be awesome. I would love that. I did put on a grass flap. Let me show you that here. I put on a grass flap, and the grass flap just comes with some screws that you put in here. I replaced those with little bolts. It works way better, much more sturdy. It's way better. So the one thing they did replace, another thing that they replaced, is this thing here. It's the deck stabilizer. Mine was worn out. It was the old style. This is a new style of deck stabilizer. So that was replaced when the tensioner pulley and arm was replaced. So those are really the only things that have really gone bad with this machine. Everything else has been relatively good. One thing, I have had to replace the throttle cable a few times. It just wears out and then it starts sliding back. So that's about it, really. I mean, this machine has been lovely. I haven't had any major issues with it. There was a time when I was having problems with the battery dying, and I was like, what is going on with this battery? And come to find out, it was just my stupidity. I replaced this thinking it was this. It wasn't that. Turns out all I needed was a new battery. So, you know, it was just stupid. But this machine has been awesome. It cuts great. It just does what it's supposed to do. It's so simple. It's easy. There's nothing there's no really bells and whistles with this thing. Now you can get some bells and whistles like lights and hydraulics and things like that, but you don't need them for this. There's no shocks. There's no shock absorbers. The only thing that absorbs is some rubber pads down on the back here, and that's it. It's just wonderful. So yeah, guys, it's dirty. It's nasty. I use it every day. So I'm not going to power wash my mower for this video, because I want you guys to see that I have spent all 2,000 hours on this machine. So I am very proficient with this machine. All right. It works like it's supposed to work. It is marvelous. Everything is accessible. This pad just flips down. You can pull the tank out. It's awesome. I love the wide platform, the wide stance. That's something I didn't like with the Gravely when I had it, was the Gravely stopped about here. And I love the wide platform. I can move around on it. If my feet get sore, I can kind of step to the side or whatever and keep moving my body. It's wonderful. It's awesome. I love that platform. Now, I wish Grass Flap had a better placement for the foot pedal. Maybe they do now, but for me, because I flip this thing up to save room on my trailer, it's got to be able to flip up. So I've been getting the longer cable for the Grass Flap, and it goes around the filter here and down, and it's been holding up much better this time than last time. So hopefully, I mean, I might get like 3/4 of a season to a whole season out of a cable, maybe sometimes longer than that. but it just all really depends on if the cable rusts inside the sheathing there, and you can't see it, and it'll just break. But it's not that expensive of a replacement. It's not that bad. It's worth it to me not to have to use my hand to open and close a flap. So I like the grass flap. I have it on both my bigger mowers, and so I really like it. It's really great. Also, I have one of those side baggers, and there's already a hole here for that, and so you can just put that on, and it works like a charm. I use it for leaves mainly. I don't really use it for grass, but it works great. So some might say that because I don't have the hydraulics, I don't have any attachments, that I'm not using this machine to its full potential. And yeah, you could say that. Yep, that's probably true, but I don't do a whole lot of that. The other stuff like aerating and dethatching, snow, I wouldn't use this for snow because our sidewalks around here, I mean, mine are wide enough for a snow plow like this, but for the sidewalks that I service, they're not wide enough. In the city of Lansing, they're very narrow, and so I can't get a plow like what would go on here, or the snow blower attachment that would go on the Multiforce down those sidewalks without tearing up the grass. So to me, it wouldn't be worth it. The city of Lansing is an old city, and so there's not a lot of new sidewalks in Lansing, and so they're narrow. They're only 3 feet wide, some of them. So you really have to think about that. You have to think about, some of them are 4 foot, but most of them are pretty narrow, and you have to know what you can use a machine like this for. So I use it for my main purpose. It's mowing. Now, I did drill a hole here in the platform, and I pull an aerator behind it, but I tried it. I don't really care for it too much. It's very bouncy and rigid, so I pull the aerator with my Gravely 0 turn, and it's fine. You don't get the rigidness or the vibration or anything like that, so that's how I do that. I don't even use the hole anymore, but I thought I'd try it. So guys, really, that's the review of the TORO Multiforce, the 2,000 hour review of the TORO Multiforce. Guys, this is a solid machine. You know, I see guys with these Skag V rides and even the X Marks. They seem to always be taking their mowers to the shop, and that's time and money lost. I have had this in the shop one time, and it was for simple things. Okay, I had to get a tire replaced. I was early in business. I wasn't thinking, and so I had to replace a tire. I should have just ordered it on eBay like I did the last time and saved myself 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was without this mower, and I had to use a smaller mower. While it was there, I had the hydro fluid changed and things like that, which I do myself now. I don't mess with that. So I go to my dealer for things with this for very little, because they would have it for 2 weeks at a time. This machine, those are the only 2 things that I really had wrong with this. Was I had a hole in the sidewall of a tire, and I had to get it replaced, and I was young in business. I didn't know what I was doing. That's it. It's never been in the shop for a repair. It's amazing, guys. So sorry about that. We are, there's traffic going by. So I would encourage you, if you're looking at a mower, the Multiforce is a solid unit, and I would definitely recommend at least demoing it. It works amazingly well. The Turbo Force deck is awesome. It spreads out those clippings. You get very few clumps in wet grass. You do get some. I'm not going to lie to you here. I want you to know the truth. You do get some clumps out of this when the grass is wet, but not many. And if you do, it'll clean it up really well. So, I mean, it's a great deck. The Turbo Force deck is one of the best decks on the market. That's why I love this machine so much, because the cut quality is second to none. So, guys, that's it for this review. I thank you for watching. if you would, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. Let's get this video 100 likes, just 100 likes. That's all I ask. So smash that like button and let's push this video out there. I want people to know the value of the TORO Multiforce for just the mowing. Not even to mention all the other stuff that it can do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.